What happened out here?
Well, this is why I wrote to you. This was my vegetable garden, or a vegetable garden. It was really mostly bittersweet and wild raspberries and voles. So after a couple of weeding sessions, I just gave up on it, and I decided we needed to start over again with something else, so we just tore it all out.
Good idea, because it's so far away from the house. It's going to be hard to maintain. When you're cooking, you just want to walk out the door, grab a handful of oregano, and go back to cooking again.
Right, right. Well, what I had in mind, I mean, with all the wonderful things in this garden, it still lacks an edible component. So I was thinking maybe a couple of apple trees.
Oh, what a great idea. An orchard would fit in here very nicely. But it's not just about a couple of apple trees anymore. Come take a look, see what I brought you.
Oh, okay.
Not everyone has the area to have an orchard like you do. But if you have a flat wall, maybe the side of a house or a fence, you can take an apple tree like this. This tree has been espaliered or flattened, and you can see how it's been trimmed neatly. Could grow and give you apple trees even in a small space.
Yeah, well, I can see using that decoratively. I mean, I think it's beautiful.
Yep,
It's
almost
kind of
like a sculpture.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we have another one that grows really tight. Look at this. This is just the way it grows. This is perfect. It's going to have a small requirement of space, need sunlight, and you'll have apples on this one.
Can you put that in a pot or like a big container
I think
on a
that'd
deck?
be a great idea, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
But over here, we have what we're bringing to your house today.
I was hoping you were going to tell me this is what we were talking about, because I really like this one.
We have several trees that we're going to be planting. We have a mix of apples and pears.
Okay.
And the important thing is we have different varieties. We want to make sure we have cross-pollination here. We get cross-pollination, we'll get more fruit and sweeter tasting fruit.
Excellent.
But we want to lay these out, but I don't want to move them around. They're really heavy. I just want to bring them over once and put them in place. We're going to take some flags, put out their location, okay it, and then we'll put the trees in place. We're going to leave room for these trees to grow. We're going to place them 15 feet apart. That'll also leave us room to get in and do our maintenance. Okay. Right up to me. This tree dolly really makes it easy to move the trees around.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, okay, good. Magic.
Okay, we'll just let it sit. So what do you think of the placement, Julia?
I like it.
Good. Now comes time to plant.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line out so that we have a hole that's probably 2 to 3 times as big as the actual ball is.
It really needs to be that much bigger than the ball.
It really does. It'll be happy later on.
No cheating. Okay.
That's beautiful. Garden soil, right?
Garden soil.
Okay. I don't want to dig too deep, Julia, so let's check the root ball on this. I'm just going to cut open like an observation hole, and it'll allow me to find the root flare.
So what's a root flare?
That's where the stem comes down and flares out, and that's where the roots begin. And that should be right at ground level or a little above.
Okay.
So I found it here, but it corresponds to, we want to be right there for the top of the ball. So that means we're going to have to dig a hole that's going to be about 14 inches deep.
So we only have to dig a hole that's 14 inches
Correct.
deep.
Take that across and step on it. There you go. You want to take a measure down right there in that opening. What do you got? Go to the hole part, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're about 12 inches down right now.
All right, so we only got to take out a couple more inches. We're good to go.
Great.
Yeah, watch out.
All right. Want some help with that?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I'm a professional.
All right.
That look okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like where it is. It's cool.
All right. Now we're going to cut open the ball. We're going to add some compost and loam and fertilizer and backfill it. Ah, there we go. All right, let's uncover the root flare and loosen this ball up. All right, you ready to plant?
I am.
Let's get some soil. All right, Julia, you got your shovel?
Yeah, right here.
Don't go anywhere without it. This is topsoil and compost mixed together. And it's really great for the plants, and they'll grow beautifully in it.
It's gorgeous.
So take and mix it together, and then we'll backfill. So we're going to give it a good soaking, which will settle the soil, get rid of the air pockets, and help the roots get established. We have a 2-inch round post in this chain lock material, which are going to hold the tree in place so that the roots can get a chance to get established. And then we put this hardware cloth around the trunk to keep the critters away. Once we get all the trees in place and watered in, we'll come back and mulch them. Then we'll put down some grass seed. And before you know it, you're going to have your own backyard orchard.
That's going to be amazing and so pretty. Thank you so much, Roger.